Defining selfish acts of kindness. Selfish acts of kindness are actions taken with the expectation of receiving something in return, whether it's recognition, favors, or personal gain. These actions may appear generous on the surface but are motivated by the desire to benefit oneself, making them less about others' needs and more about self-interest. Characteristics of selfish kindness. Selfish kindness is often characterized by a desire for reciprocation. People who perform selfish acts of kindness typically expect a reward or acknowledgement, which can be material, emotional, or social. This expectation shifts the focus away from the recipient's well-being and onto the giver's personal gain. Defining selfless acts of kindness. Selfless acts of kindness are performed without any expectation of benefit to oneself. These actions are motivated purely by the desire to help others and improve their situation. Selfless kindness reflects empathy, compassion, and a genuine concern for the well-being of others, regardless of personal reward. Characteristics of selfless kindness. Selfless kindness is marked by the absence of any desire for personal gain. People who engage in selfless acts act out of goodwill, with no expectation of return. These acts often involve helping others in need, offering support without any strings attached, and focusing entirely on the benefit of the recipient. Motivation behind selfish kindness. The motivation behind selfish kindness often involves personal fulfillment. While the intention may seem positive, the action is driven by the giver's desire for something in return, such as praise or a sense of superiority. This can lead to an imbalance where the giver's needs are prioritized over the recipient's. Motivation behind selfless kindness. In contrast, selfless kindness is driven by the altruistic desire to improve someone else's life, even at a personal cost. It is rooted in empathy and compassion, and the giver does not seek recognition or reward. The focus remains solely on the recipient's well-being and needs. The impact of selfish acts on relationships. Selfish acts of kindness can sometimes strain relationships, especially if the recipient perceives the giver's intentions as manipulative. While these acts may temporarily benefit both parties, the underlying selfish motivation can lead to feelings of resentment or distrust over time, diminishing the value of the kindness. The impact of selfless acts on relationships. Selfless acts of kindness, on the other hand, strengthen relationships by building trust and fostering genuine connections. When someone performs an act of kindness with no expectation of return, it deepens the bond between giver and receiver, encouraging mutual respect and reinforcing positive social interactions. Selfish kindness versus selfless kindness in society. Selfish kindness, though often well-intentioned, can create a transactional environment where actions are driven by personal benefit. Selfless kindness contributes to a more compassionate and supportive society, where people help each other out of genuine care, leading to stronger communities and a greater sense of collective well-being. Conclusion. Choosing selfless kindness for genuine impact. The key difference between selfish and selfless acts of kindness lies in the motivation behind them. While both types of kindness can positively impact others, selfless kindness stands out for its authenticity and lasting impact. By prioritizing selflessness, individuals can foster deeper, more meaningful connections and contribute to a more compassionate world.